critical for us to cover it in the external or the binding instrument. Otherwise, we have, what we call the not in my backyard and the dumping that Rowena was talking about, transboundary dumping. And in this way, we'll have, a treaty that hopefully puts together and integrates customary law systems of law, the benefits, as well as the formal norms of sustainable management.
This I put here as an invitation is to potentially establish a community of practice. A community of practice that could focus on Africa, a community of practice that could be global, but to start building a network of people who think about these issues, to start building a network of people who engage with these issues. Because the reality is, in the sausage machine of lawmaking that we see in international law, there's a lot of black letter law thinking. We have not, and I say this openly, we have not engaged with these issues systematically, at least as far as I've been involved in the United Nations. So this is a really, really exciting initiative because it does open that door.
How many multilateral environmental agreements there are out there in the world? More than 1,200 multilateral environmental agreements, whether it is regional, global, or national. That requires a synthesis of why we are failing, why we are not delivering. It needs, an ethical lens to look at those multilateral environmental agreements and introduce the moral responsibility, the ethical component of those, and how to encourage and inspire people, but also institutions and governments to adopt and implement those environmental agreements. Thank you.
Women issues are not only for women to deal with. Issues of children, issues of menstruation, issues that women deal with. They are born that way, they have to deal with those issues. But is it for us to carry the burden? Because this is what the world has always done, that women then carry that burden. It's your burden, carry it. So what I'm saying is that these issues are not for us to carry as our burdens. And we have innovators, and we have scientists, and we have creators who should come out and find solutions on behalf, not on behalf of women. Because you see, by us using these things that we use, we are polluting the world. So it's not for us, it is to save the world.
If we really want to get effective results, to achieve that, then we need to think about it beyond just the law, the aspect of the law. You can implement the law, but you'll be constrained in the implementation of it.
Really, we have our churches, we have our mosques, temples, and all that, who are right in the middle of where people are. And they have the audience already. So why don't we use them to really teach or train people?
There is the deeper change which we need against plastic, against eco-destruction, deeper change. And this is very, very important.
I believe 100% there is millions of alternatives if plastic is not around our hands.
We need a cultural shift that's bigger than what the law can do here. We need a cultural shift that begins to think through our ethical responsibilities and the way we live our lives, and actually changing our practices to reflect that, and really decrease consumption in some ways as well. So the formal law can play a role, but beyond formal law has an even bigger role, I think.
So if these norms exist and are more effective at a personal level than formal law, shouldn't we use those to complement what the member states will come up with in the internationally legally binding instrument?